For the last year and a half, I'd say, I quit making content. I only uploaded like 5 videos in that span, which is totally abnormal for me considering I've been uploading almost consistently, like once or twice a week, for almost like 4 years before that point. So, I I did a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a gap there if you can kind of get behind that. So, in my eyes, the reason, so I've kind of failed at making content, okay? I think we can all agree this. Now, you might be thinking something different than I am. So, I actually remember when I was like 11 or 12, and I was doing YouTube stuff for like a year or 2 years at that point. And I was thinking like, oh, I'm only 11 or 12. Like, if I pop off within the next 4 or 5 years, I won't have to go to college or university, and then I won't have to get no student debt because I won't have any student debt because I won't be going there, and I'll just be bathing in the money for the content. But yeah, that didn't happen. But I didn't get anything out of it. And the worst thing is that not only did I didn't get the worst thing is that not only did I not get anything out of it, content creation also actively made gaming not fun for me. And it actually made it so unfun that I was so hung up on thinking of a fun and engaging video idea that would do well that when I would want to play Minecraft, it was the only thing that I could think of instead of something fun I could do or build, like on my own time. So even when I did think of something fun I could do, I would think about how to make a video of it, and then when I couldn't, bam, I close out of Minecraft, and that's it. I shouldn't say that it made gaming unfun completely. I'm really only referring to Minecraft, but it's sad because Minecraft is my favorite game of all time, and it's a great game, and I love the game, but it's not fun when you're trying to think of, well, what you can make content out of all the time, and you don't actually play the game for you, you play it for the content. So, I'm pretty sure playing the game because you want to is kind of a part of making fun and engaging content. But, this is all kind of the result of modern YouTube and what you kind of have to do to make it on here. But, I'll make another video on that in the future if you want, and I'll give a basic summary here. So, like, essentially, content creation has gone from a fun pastime for people to literally, like, a full-time job in the sense where you can still make videos for stuff and fun. But, if you want even a fraction of a chance for it to be seen and do slightly alright on the platform, you have to put in a 40-hour work week and sell your left kidney and soul to the devil in return for the Flash's level of speed just to meet the time frame of a week to do weekly uploads so that the algorithm doesn't put you in algorithm hell. And, you got to make sure that it's edited all fast and flashy to keep up with the child's modern attention span. So, rinse and repeat that every week, and there you go. You have someone who wants to kill themselves. So, obviously, to someone who isn't getting anything out of it and made videos as a kid for fun, it became less and less fun to see the smaller numbers on that view count. And, especially after I had my 5-year idea there that could get me out of student debt, I mean, I feel like I kind of failed. I didn't really make it, and for that reason, that's kind of why I stopped making videos. My Minecraft wasn't fun, and if Minecraft wasn't going to be fun because of content, I couldn't make content in the first place. So, there's a lot of contributors as to why I kind of quit the content creation, but it's basically, one of them. Now, I'm 16 now, and I'm going into the 12th grade, and for those of you who aren't from North America, well, 12th grade is the last year of your primary education before, like, college and university, and, it's the last year of high school, so, I'm moving up. I'm not ready for this yet, but, what I'm doing here is kind of part of it, okay? So, I was met with a choice. Now, I could either drop my entire education completely and just grind on YouTube and make videos for a living until I become washed up at 30 and regret my choices. And not to mention the fact that that's not even like a guarantee that, I could even make a living off of that. Because, at the end of the day, it's still kind of a chance that if the algorithm decides I like you today. Or I could just get a degree and have a way better opportunity for myself in the future. So I'm pretty sure we see which choice I made here. So, you see, I want to go to university and I want to study chemistry. And not for the same reason as the man with the bowler hat. But, I love chemistry for a similar reason that, like, astronomers would love space. The infinite wonders and intricacies of something at such a small size is so incredibly fascinating to me. And it's really amazing how things on such a small level and such a large level, atomic and interstellar, they function practically the exact same with something orbiting a central object and pushing and pulling of it's so incredible how it just all functions the same. It's really hard to think about. It's fun to think about. I love it. So, I ask myself questions all the time and look for these answers on my own time because I love learning about this stuff. And maybe that's why I want to study it. Maybe I'm supposed to be a scientist instead of a Minecraft YouTuber. But, that brings me into this. What does that whole spiel there have to do with videos about Minecraft, the child block game? Well, unfortunately, in order to get into university, you have to do this thing called try, which means to actually put in the time to make sure that you do well on things that matter, like tests. And I have not been trying recently because I've been more focused on content, I'm pretty sure. I've always had that mindset where, if something fails, I can always just make content for a living. But, anyways, I learned that recently that employers and education facilities, they read this thing called a high school transcript. And what it does is it shows all of your grades from 10th to 12th grade. Now listen, I knew that they already read a transcript, but I thought that was only 12th grade and maybe 11th grade, but not 10th to 12th. And I learned this, and I was looking at my 263% in math from grade 10 and grade 11. And yes, I scored 63% 2 years in a row. I am an absolute legend. And I was looking at those 263%, and they weren't going to do me any favors when it comes to getting accepted into university. So I'm quite the dumb 16-year-old. But hey, I mean, when you live your life trying to play the block game for a living, this is what happens, okay? So basically, what I'm saying is that I need time, but I also need time to enjoy myself. Otherwise, I end up all sad and depressed and unhappy and listening to mommy ASMR roleplays all day to feel any sort of happiness and affection. I thank the Lord for incognito mode every day. Wait, am I saying that out loud? But for real, I need to dedicate time to my education rather than content. And I also need to dedicate time to myself and stop thinking about content so much. It's really ruining me when it comes to everything. And that's a dead dream as far as I'm concerned anyway. So, these are the golden years of my life. Like I said, I'm 16. I can't afford to waste them doing stuff that's not making me happy and not progressing my life in any sort of way. And, with the amount of time you need to dedicate to YouTube content creation nowadays, and content creation as a whole nowadays, I mean, it's just not even worth it. Tell me which job sounds more respectable, okay? Chemist who understands the very foundation of the universe itself on an atomic level, or Minecraft YouTuber who bows to 14-year-old girls on Twitter because my face isn't perfect. Dream. Now, don't get me wrong. I still like making content. My favorite parts of content creation is that, I would spend a few days working on a video, and bit by bit it'd be up on my page for the world to see. And it's just such a cool idea to me that people from Japan or Brazil or South Africa all across the world could see my video and interact with someone across the pond. I appreciate everyone that watches my content and subscribes because they show me that what I spent my time on was worth it to at least someone. Unless they're tier 3 sub the Pokemon, then get out. So all in all, what's next then? Am I quitting content? No, I'm not quitting Minecraft content creation either. As I said, I just need time for my studies and myself so that I can secure my future. And, especially my future family because, I got that W Riz. No, I'm just joking. I got L Riz, and the only time I ever had a girlfriend, it lasted for one day. But I tell you, I felt like I finally won at life for that one day. That's not a joke either, but, I'm not going any further into that. Anyways, I'll be shifting to basically talking content with Minecraft gameplay in the background because I still love the game, and I'm not doing commentary content either. No, that's not what we're getting into. We're not getting into dream drama, okay? I'm doing content more in line with this guy named FlowState who I've been watching recently, and he makes great stuff over on his channel. Go watch him. I've been super inspired by him. And, credits to him. Definitely check him out. He makes great stuff over there. I just need something quick and easy that I can do that's still fun so I can keep making content, because I don't want to stop making content. I like talking about things that I find interesting, and maybe I'll throw in a different style video every now and then for fun, but you know, I need to focus on myself and my future right now. So this is what's happening, and if you've been subscribed and don't want to stick around, I completely get it. You know, unsubscribe if you want, because this is definitely not what you subscribe for. But for those of you who will stick around, thank you. I appreciate you all, and even those of you who unsubscribed, you're telling me what I can do better, so I come out better either way, right? I hope you'll find it enjoyable, and, you know, I'll see you in the next one, which is probably going to be on that modern day YouTube thing. Alright, see ya.